This is your main event of episode 68, Tombstone TV. Folks, a couple of moments ago, we had Tiernan, the heavyweight champion, and the number one contender, Moonbeam Jr., tag teaming up against Garen Noon and Pete Bloggs. Tiernan, Moonbeam, successful in that matchup, folks, and as the match ended, it was announced that Thiago, Oliviera, is cashing in his future shop briefcase tonight, folks, on the Go Home show for the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view. He's challenging for the world's heavyweight title. He's cashing it in, folks. Tiernan's got to wrestle again. And, folks, would you believe it? Would you look at this? Garen Noon has been selected as the guest referee for this matchup. How is this fair, folks? He was just on the opposing side of Tiernan. This man was eliminated by Moonbeam Jr. in the Contenders match earlier this month. He lost his championship to Tiernan Oak at the Masquerade Brawl. He defeated Tiernan for the championship at Survivor Slam 2 in Toronto, Canada. And here he is, folks, again. Stories being interlinked. We've been denied the three-peat, the trilogy of matches, singles matches between these two guys, because Moonbeam Jr. won the Contenders matchup, but he deserves it, folks. What a Cinderella story. He wasn't even in our top 20 combatants this month. He won a fatal four-way to claim the last spot in the top 20. He defeated Loco Lobo Azul on the path to Contenders to qualify for the matchup. That's a former heavyweight champion, former Future Shop briefcase holder. The guy won the Stadium Royale, and Moonbeam Jr. defeats him in Contenders. And then Junior and Tiernan, folks, they were just a few days away from having that title matchup, and now TKO sees his opportunity. I wonder, has he planned this with Garen? Has he seized this individually? How is Garen the guest ref, folks? How does this make sense? Make it make sense. We're having a heavyweight championship matchup on Tombstone TV. And folks, the winner of this one must wrestle again against Moonbeam Jr. this coming Saturday at Eliminator in Newcastle. And here we have it, folks. He's cashing in the Future Shot briefcase. Thiago Oliviera, the Brazilian Stallion, with 8 wins, 6 losses. This is his 15th ranked singles matchup. Can you believe it? This is a genius move. Absolutely. Tiernan's just wrestled a grueling near 20-minute matchup. He's been focused his training for the last week, facing Moonbeam Jr. He's just scouted him side to side. He's been battered and broken in that matchup by Pete Bloggs and by Garen Noon. And now, folks, TKO is seizing his opportunity. And somehow Garen Noon is the guest ref in this one. The odds are stacked significantly against Tiernan, against the world's heavyweight champion. And here he is, folks, making his way to the ring. He is the Celtic King. He's the Irish living legend, the CWS World's Heavyweight Champion. This is Tiernan Oak. And Tiernan Oak wants to become immortal, folks. He wants to live on, and his legacy live on for millennia, and he wants to do that, folks, by winning all the accolades, all the championships, having the best and longest reigns, and defeating the most mighty of enemies. And folks, I'm not sure if they come any more mighty than the likes of Garen Noon, the TikTok millionaire. He's a self-made man. He's a natural virtual wrestler. He's a beautiful voice. Did you see him singing the Pearl Jam track? That was incredible. He is hilarious and generally comes across as being quite sound. But this rivalry he's developing with Tiernan Oak, folks, this is something special. TKO, another outstanding athlete here, folks. This man's won multiple Contenders matches. Look at that, the prize that's on the line tonight, folks, the CWS Championship. Bear in mind, TKO will be rested. Interestingly, folks, TKO, he wrestled last week. He defeated Dr. Dermot Allergy. He will be in the Survivors match at the Eliminator pay-per-view, where he will be potentially contending there for number 1 contendership for the Intercontinental Championship. And folks, to have this prize around his waist while he does it, he might have to wrestle twice. Or will he pull out of Survivors if he wins? What does that look like, folks? Tiernan holding on to the championship, folks, looking at that as if he might be saying goodbye. This is an absolutely mad one. Episode 68, this is your main event. I am Bullet Von Awesome. Thank you for joining us. Gary Noon, the guest ref, starts this one off, and Tiernan with the big right hand immediately. Going for the back. Is he looking for that reverse suplex? TKO. Careful what you wish for. Cover. 1, 2. That seemed like a very fair count. I know it's going to be tough to be objective in this situation. Stammer's taking over. Garen almost in the way, but Tiernan there with that Celtic kick. And here we go. 1. Tiernan gonna have to do more than that to keep Thiago Oliviera down. This guy is a former world champion in the mixed martial arts world, and a running DDT. Tiernan takes TKO down. Did TKO bite off more than he could chew? Did he expect that Tiernan would be worse for wear? But Tiernan so far dominating in this one, slamming the head of TKO flat into the mat, and now lifting him up. Deadlift, and he's looking for that running power slam, and he takes him down. But Garen's got on a rope break before Tiernan even went for the cover. Oh, I don't like this, folks. Tiernan with a big right hand here, fighting for his like his titles on the line, and Garen again claiming rope break before TKO's foot even hit that rope. And now TKO with the step up and that kick, and now the belly to belly. Tiernan goes splat down to the mat, and a cover. 1, 2. Tiernan kicks out. TKO looks like he's barely warming up. Look at this ground and pound. Look at these. Oh my god, these stiff shots to the face here. Oh my god, driving the elbow into the top of the head of Tiernan Hogan, clubbing away the ground and pound. That's where TKO thrives. His submission game also on point for the big right hand. Turns Tiernan inside out, but Tiernan fights out. He has that. It looks like he went for the sleeper throw, but he hasn't scouted. Tiernan went for the choke slam, and TKO had that scouted and just being dropped across the top rope like that. TKO whipping Tiernan off the ropes and over the ropes outside to the floor. Tiernan's lands flat, hard on his back. TKO giving chase here. On the ground and pound on the outside here. You won't win the title outside, TKO. But then again, you might with this referee. I'm not sure how I feel about this, folks. I thought the first few counts were fair, but since then those rope break calls were a bit... Garen appears to be counting a bit slowly here on the outside as well, as if removing any trace of the champion's advantage that would normally be in Tiernan's favour right now. Tiernan getting tossed back into the ring and a club him low across the back. TKO picks him up, and my god, look at that for a massive spine buster, driving Tiernan into the mat and that cover. Garen now down, but the count. We got the 1, 2. Tiernan kicking out at 2. Fist drop from TKO, and again, folks, hoping to bloody up the face of Tiernan, and TKO climbing to the top. We don't often see this. From the top, he goes with that Brazilian splash, and Tiernan evades it and drops King Lear's leg drop across the chest and the neck, and now he's going for the choke slam. Tiernan going for the choke slam. TKO drives the elbow into the head, turns Tiernan inside out. He's got him for the sleeper and the overhead throw. TKO dragging Tiernan. Look at this, making a point, taking him away from the ropes. Referee Gary Noon watching on down quicker this time. 1, 2. New champion. TKO just won the CWS World's Heavyweight Championship. Massive win for TKO. I don't want to talk about the negatives of this one. Garen tosses the title to TKO. TKO doesn't care. He's the champion of the world. The Brazilian Stallion stole one, folks. He's got to wrestle again this weekend. He goes up against Moonbeam Jr. What does that do to our card? Where does that place Tiernan Og? What will that do to the championship title scene? Tiernan loses the belt. And Garen caused it yet again, folks. Thiago K. Oliviera, the Brazilian Stallion versus Moonbeam Jr. in the main event of Eliminator 2, Saturday 23rd, Newcastle upon Tyne, England. The world of CWS just changed forever, folks. I'll see you this Saturday. Stay decent.